Waffles.
Yeasted waffles using Megan's sourdough starter. Thinly sliced banana, put it on the waffle iron at the same time that you put the batter.
I'm also here. Biggie's dead.
You know, do you sort of get what I mean when I say it's, like, tastes yeasty?
This one's strawberry?
Yes, the one that's pink.
Everything's green.
Okay. Will I be as green on the screen? You know what I mean. I'm trying to make this clean. I forget how, like, thin and lean this is.
This is like how to make coffee part 2.
Yeah. I feel like a strange pain in my spleen.
What does that mean?
I like making coffee, but on the cleaning part, I'm not so keen.
Did you rhyme or something?
Everything I've said so far has rhymed, which you'll realize upon seeing this footage that you have not yet seen. Free verse, boy.
But the first thing you said had some sort of meter.
Ow. So, it looks like Figgy is alive, but Figgy is dead. This leaf is not attached. Figgy is dead. Figgy is dead. Today, Figgy spoke his final words to the world as he faced the void. Hijack Perturb Day.
There were 11 people, and everyone paired off into groups of 2, and they were talking around the same volume, and it just sounded like white noise dinner conversation. Just like dinner conversation, you can't hear anything. And I thought it might be good stock dinner conversation, so I recorded it. Spiders in my hair, hang on.
Oh, this is my shirt, yeah. It's got a worm on it or something.
I ran into a caterpillar, just like the other guy, except the caterpillar's not dead.
Christine came over and made waffles.
That is an interesting thing that happened. The Rossmore Dollar Clubhouse where we had the party on Saturday, there is an interfaith library that has a whole ton of books. I took a video of each bookshelf to try to determine exactly what the ratios of books were for each religion. But I'm just going to show you, I took a picture of one of the shelves.
It says Buddhism, Taoism, Hindu, Ananda!
Explain that. I have no idea. And I took a picture of one thing on the trip. The story of this is that this is when my grandfather was born, his father planted a redwood tree in front of their house. This is what remains.
Wow. It's a big tree and a small...
The house is gone. He was born in 1930 something. The house was built in like the 70s. But the tree's still there in the parking lot. Like you have to drive around it to park. It's crazy. It's amazing that it's still there. This 80 something year old tree.
It's a baby.
Oh, speaking of things, Figgy's dead.
He died with grace, clarity, and time.
I was just thinking about how I would water him when I got back.
He thinks I'm gonna eat him. He thinks I'm gonna eat him. I'm not gonna eat you. It's a leaf. Imagine it's a leaf.
It kind of is like a leaf.
He's an idiot.
Oh my god, my phone is 99% battery.
Don't leave him on the paper out there for a while. My grandparents had a friend named Anne whose husband died a long time ago. I don't know how long ago. His name was Milton Lee, and he was an oil engineer of some sort. He worked for Chevron, and they went all around the world. They lived all sorts of places. He died a long time ago and left all the stuff to Anne. Anne died about maybe less than a year ago and gave a lot of their stuff to my grandparents. And I guess my grandfather was waiting to give this to like their son or nephew or something, but he never took it, so he just gave it to me. So now we have it. This is his college textbook.
Whoa, for
physics.
Whoa. Can I look at the spine? Nothing is on the spine.
Yeah, I know.
Has it been rebound?
Cool.
I don't know, maybe. It's got nothing on it.
See, maybe think about books like this. I can never tell.
Ta-da!
Whoa.
Milton H. Lee. This is school in Tennessee, what's it called? Vanderbilt.
Oh, it's Vanderbilt.
He went to Vanderbilt.
Strange Story of the Quantum.
So his books are filled with notes and sheets of pieces of paper he stuck in.
You got this rectangle.
Yeah, he's doing something.
This says outside of science. Whoa, it has a final exam and everything?
Yeah.
Wow, this is weird. You just take notes in the book?
So the book, you can see where it's from.
Analytical experimental physics.
So the book is from 1943, the original edition, 1946 revised.
Wow.
So he served in the war. So we figure that he was a freshman in 1946, right after the war. So this book, it is basically 7 A, B, C plus. It goes straight through to electrodynamics and thermo and there's some more of his work forever preserved.
What the heck? Why did he do
I
that?
don't know why I did that. Oh yeah, one of the things this book does, which is why it says experimental, they take pictures of experiments and talk about them and make tables of them. Like, I guess you couldn't do this in class or something. I don't know why, but it's kind of cool, actually.
Objects, oh my god, they learned fluid dynamics!
Yes, they learned fluid dynamics. Yes, Ed plus. This is written in like unreadable fashion. It's just really thick and old sounding. By means of enlarged reproductions of strips of motion picture film, a large number of experiments in action and under observation are presented. These are, of course, photograph demonstration experiments. Now, in preparing for the permanent record of a photograph, time is well spent in making some of the demonstration experiments more quantitative than is usually possible. So that was a big deal, I guess. But this part here is cool. It says what they changed between 1943 and 1946. Major changes were necessary in Chapter 32 on nucleonics to include the advances made in nuclear physics since the first printing of this book. Anyway, that's that book. It's huge. This isn't as cool. This is from 1987, but I got it too. It's an almanac of like space stuff and virial theorem, and there's an inflation. There's a map of the United States for some reason that he put in it. So I'll explain that. It's just a map. It's circled in red. Oh, and he underlined a lot of stuff. He underlined crab pulsar and the entire thing. It's weird. I don't know why.
It's where he's from.
He's from the crab pulsar. The crab pulsar.
He
underlined the entire thing. He underlined pulsar and he underlined discovered in 1967, and then he underlined all of crab pulsar. I have no idea why. Event horizon, Schwarzschild radius, ergosphere, he underlined all that. Singularity, underlined all that.
Hey, I think he's an alien and he came from there.
He's a black hole man,
and that's how he got here. He came through some rotating black hole.
I mean, this is amazingly cool, but personally, I absolutely love this. This is my favorite.
Wait, so what was he? Was he a physicist or something?
He was an engineer, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
This is the world before the internet.
And like calculators?
And before calculators.
Tables.
All this stuff, like, look it up in a table. Like, who does that? And then this guy did it back in 1930, whenever this book was made. This book is from 1930 something. 1931, the original. 1941, this copy. So it's got, in here, I don't really want to open this up too much, but right in here there's conservation factors used in the oil trade.
Conversion.
That makes a lot more sense. They don't care about conservation. Oh yeah, you gotta try to explain this to me. I found this part, which is really weird. They have all the moments of inertia of like all the different basic shapes you could use. So here's this. Factors and primes. If n is prime, the mantissa of its logarithm is given. What the hell is that?
I've never heard of that
see
before.
The factors of all the ones that aren't prime. The ones that are prime are all 7 digits long and weird. And I have no idea. I tried to look it up, but I don't get service at my grandparents' house, so nothing happened. Yeah, anyway, this book is amazing. All the integrals. They have elliptic integrals in here. Like, this is actually literally useful. Like, there's all the trigonometric identities are in here. If you need to calculate a moment of inertia, they're all in here. Right there they are. Moments of inertia. Bam. Made me have to explain moments of inertia to my aunt for a while. This thing is so comprehensive. Because you couldn't, what else could you do? Where would you find out what the elliptic integral of whatever, I don't remember what those do. Okay, so the integrals start, these are the derivatives, but I suppose they probably start from earlier. And then integrals, so that's 1, going to 22, going to 49, going to 75, going to 106, going to 136, going to 164, going to 199, going to 233, going to 280, and this extra ones, bonus. Haploid prints, going to definite integrals,
gamma function.
Down, keep going. Here we keep going. All right, 356. Okay, it ends at 381. 381 integrals in this book. You never know which one you might need. Integrals. It's awful, and now you're reading it.